Hi, this is Diane Martino. How are you this wonderful, wonderful evening? It's actually the evening before the new moon in Sagittarius. And I've come to speak to everybody about quieting your mind, listening to your inner voice, and a time to meditate. So do you take the time to meditate? And meditation is nothing more than listening to your inner voice, your inner self. And there are so many simple ways to do that. So I use the name for my company, my business is Art and Soul. So I use art to help people meditate. Soul practices, of course, like breathing. Breathing is the main staple of helping people to listen to their inner voice. And it's a way to get you to listen to your inner voice because you're sitting in stillness. So different ways to meditate that I've talked about are breathing, using a sound vibration, which could be Om Shanti, which is sound vibration. And I use pictures. I create art that correlate to chakras, that help you look deep and inward. And they're really pretty fun. So actually, this is my newest one that's in progress. Whoops. And this is a lot about the higher energies of the body and the heart chakra. Heart is related to green. But there are many ways to listen to your inner voice. Sometimes when you hear your inner voice, it becomes your inner critic, and we want to change that. So when you start to listen to what you're saying to yourself, you can change that by having positive affirmations. One affirmation I use all the time, and I used it for years when I was teaching at a major hospital in the region where I live, is peace and love. So we always use peace and love to change a negative vibration. So when you're vibrating at a positive frequency, your body actually creates good chemicals in the body. When you're vibrating at a negative frequency, you're creating harmful cortisols and excess of adrenaline in your body. So I teach people how to create positive chemicals in your body, positive neural pathways. So again, the one aspect I like to teach is peace and love. Sometimes we ask ourselves, or I ask myself, why did I react that way to somebody? If my body feels uncomfortable around something, why do I react that way? Is it an old trigger, an old pattern? And we've all been programmed with negative programs from our youth, from schooling, and from our parents being programmed negatively. So listening to your inner voice, coming back to listening to your inner voice and ways to access the inner voice and ways to change that inner voice to a more positive, supportive, and uplifting voice in your body. And first, what you need to do is to quiet the mind. So how do we quiet the mind? We focus on our breath. We focus on the inhale, and we expand the body gently because the lungs fill up. And then when we exhale, the body contracts because the lungs empty. That's the first major practice that we should learn, is how to breathe properly. We breathe fully and deeply. We're taking in fresh prana, fresh oxygen. We're focused on our body, on this beautiful vehicle that we drive around the earth plane in. And we listen to our breath. We listen to what other messages are coming in. We listen to what our body feels like, and say your body doesn't feel good. Asking yourself, what can I do to make it feel better? And breathing is the number one answer. I will tell you that for sure. So some of you know also the name of my business is Creative Whales. Well, it's not my business name, but I was given that name by Spirit because whales is for wellness, healing, art, ascension, love, light, energy, enthusiasm, spirit, soul, and sovereignty. So many other things, but those are the ones that roll off the top of my head. And Creative Whales is a way of making us well, of healing our own bodies, of creating ways to our natural ascension, of keeping love active and fully around us at all times, keeping our energy positive and enthusiastic, and keeping our soul and our spirit sovereign. So that's why Creative Whales. So yeah, a time to listen to your inner self is a time we call meditation. And during meditation, we focus on something positive, something uplifting, and one-pointed. And the one-pointed thing I want to give you tonight, the practice, is your breath. So just sit quietly, and your feet are flat on the floor. And you're sitting tall, and just close your eyes and focus on your inhalation, and the body expands. And keep the heart lifted, focus on your exhalation, and the body contracts. Focusing on the inhale and focusing on the exhale. And your shoulders are relaxed and your spine is long. And you're in the present moment of your breath, because all that ever matters is the present moment. Just listen to your inner voice. If it gets too loud, go back to focusing on the breath. Inhale and exhale. Focus on the inhalation, filling the body with fresh prana, fresh life force. And exhaling, releasing and relaxing. Focus on the inhale and expansion, and on the exhale and contraction, releasing toxins. The inhale brings in fresh prana, and the exhale releases toxins. And just stay with that for another few moments. And your shoulders are relaxed, your spine is long. Feel lengthening through the crown of the head. And your weight is in your sit bones. Your spine is long. And at the end of your next exhale, just exhale fully. Keep the eyes closed for a moment and just watch yourself breathe normally and naturally. Normally and naturally. And take this time to listen to your inner voice. And if something keeps coming up for you, just ask yourself why. And I'll have more insight into the why question in future videos. Or if you'd like to work with me privately, one-on-one, we can work phone or Zoom or in person. Just get in touch with me. But please listen to your inner voice. Take the time to meditate and quiet the mind. And make sure you're listening to your inner voice that sometimes says, don't do that. Or this is not the right thing for you. And take the time to always listen to your inner voice and be in the present moment. So thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe this video with people. And I look forward to seeing you really soon. And think about the creative whale energy. wellness, healing, art and ascension, love, light, life, energy, enthusiasm, excitement, and soul, sovereignty, and spirit. So I'll see you all real soon. And if you have questions, please check out some of my other videos. I have videos on breathing, meditation practices, and more on listening to your inner voice. I use art pieces to help people go deeper into meditation, align their chakras, and so many other things that are available to us now in this new world that we're coming into. Thanks for stopping by.